I see what ho, chaps and chappets, game chap and Bertie here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, fellows. I dare say we are now discussing here the top 5 reasons why Mario Tennis Ultra Smash has not got it right, you know.
Well, most certainly we are. You may know Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, next new tennis game from Nintendo there for the Mario series.
That's right.
There's been a little bit of a racket about it, hasn't there?
Oh, that was an awfully good pun. Yes, that's right. So, of course, the reasons, fellows, why this game is not so smashing. We're going to start in here with the first reason at number 5, you'll see.
Yes.
We are looking here in this game at a rather poor selection of courts available in the game. I believe 9 in total. And what's more, there's only 1 stadium in the entire game, old chap.
Right, okay, so just trying to get to the bottom of what the deuce is going on with this game and why there's all this sort of this kick up about it. So limited array. Well, that was quite good, wasn't it? So
limited array of courts.
Array.
Okay.
So
now, what does that mean, old chap?
Well, okay, our courts are limited. So presumably, what that means is that you don't have many courts.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's one way of saying
it makes sense, doesn't
now,
it?
what this means, of course, fellows, in previous Mario tennis games, there have been plenty more courts available on offer, and of course, multiple stadiums. The classic Yoshi's Island Stadium, the Donkey Kong one, the Mario and Luigi, all these stadiums you could choose from. But it's not so in this game because you only get one stadium, which is the one you've no doubt all seen in the trailers, etc., and so forth.
Aha, so one stadium only.
Yes.
And a lack of courts in general.
Okay,
is
so
one of the reasons that people have been saying, look, this is a bit off.
That's right. And when we say courts, of course, we mean, the different surfaces for the ball to play on. For example, the clay, the grass, etc., and so forth. There's only 9 and only 1 stadium.
Right.
Now, of course, that was reason number 5.
Number 5.
Reason number 4 is coming up, videos.
Yes.
As you may recall, this game supports Amiibo functionality, but the Amiibo options on offer are similarly a bit weak, it seems.
Oh,
because
really?
the Amiibo that you can play with as your buddy or otherwise, he only gets a little tiny stat boost after every 5 matches or so, and apparently it's just not much fun playing with that Amiibo, unlike, of course, in other games. For example, Super Smash Bros. Gets the Amiibos just right, but in Mario Tennis Ultra Smash,
Yes.
the Amiibo support is just very limited.
Right, okay, so there's a bit of lack of sort of, functionality, if you like,
Yes.
with the Amiibo with this game, and people have not been too happy about that, apparently.
No, I mean, in the trailers, they said, of course, your Amiibo can level up after a given amount of time, and it showed all those fancy boxes, didn't it, old boy? Leveling up, you'll see.
It did, I suppose, yes. I mean, if you've just spent your last year's wages on 5,000 Amiibos, and you just lined the entire, room with them, and you want to use every one, if a game doesn't have necessarily that much functionality with them, then maybe people get a bit upset.
Did they even make 5,000 Amiibos, old boy? I thought they only made about 4,000 in the old chap.
It doesn't matter.
At least in this country.
You can buy 5,000 if you like, I suppose.
Well, I don't think they did, actually. Anyway, the Amiibo options videos are rather limited in this game, so don't get too excited about those. Right. Then, of course, we go on to point number 3, and this one's getting me angry, old chap, because I played all the old Mario Tennis games, like Mario Tennis 64 and Power Tennis on the GameCube, but in this game, unlike those 2 games, there's no tournament mode. Now, what's going on here, old chap? I must say, what is going on?
Okay, yes. Okay, so what we're looking at here then, I mean, we are looking at number 3, Chaps and Chapettes, general folks, etc.
Yes.
Number 3 here. But just before we cover that in more detail, I mean, I'm just thinking of something here.
What's that?
Mario Tennis. I mean, yes, we all think Mario's great and tennis is rather fun and all this of it, and the sports games they have. But we've had quite a few tennis games with Mario, haven't we?
We have,
I mean,
of
did
course.
we really need another one?
Well, I mean,
did we?
One of the most famous games of the series was on the Nintendo 64, Mario Tennis back in the old days.
Right.
That was quite good, and of course it had a tournament mode whereby you could win various shiny gold cups.
Okay.
You could also win various shiny gold cups in the Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube, and even that which must not be named, old chap, Mario Tennis Open, excuse me, on the Nintendo 3DS.
Well, exactly, but you see, where's Samus?
Samus?
This is the next Metroid game. I mean, am I getting offline here?
What has that got to do with
am I
Mario
all right
Tennis?
Still? Are
Really?
people actually out there saying, no, Bertie, you're on track, keep going? I mean, where's Samus, for goodness sake? And why do we want another, a sort of bally tennis game again?
And where's Captain Falcon? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, okay, we'll come back to
the
number 3
absence of the tournament mode in this
yes.
game has arguably removed a core staple of the series. In single-player mode in this particular game, you don't get the luxury of tournament mode, but actually you get a sort of match-to-match basis, so you have to make up your own matches to play, and then to add insult to injury, it doesn't even save your stats after each match.
So there's no stats saved,
No.
or records of what you've done, and they've sort of said, right, okay, no tournament mode.
Well,
you see now, apparently that's not gone down too well with people.
No, and I think the game in general so far hasn't gone down too well, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Rather like a poorly served ball, I suppose, old chap. But
yes.
Then we come to point number 2, and this is one I just can't get my head round, old chap. I don't know why this is the case, but it is the case all the same.
Yes.
And you can't play online with friends.
Right, now hang on a minute.
What is going on here?
Right, well, there's one that slipped through the net anyway.
Yes.
I mean, if we're going to say, so you can't play online with your friends. Now, hang on. Surely it is an online game, though.
Yes.
Right, so you can play online.
You can go online with random users and individuals, and you can play various modes with them. But if you want to play with your friends, your Nintendo friends online, you can't do it.
Okay, so therefore, if I'm sitting there and I want to, say, play with one of my friends, as it were, whoever they were, and I can't go into the little friend room and make a little friend, say, hello, I'm Bertie, and, Agnes or Sid, who's one of my friends, they can't play with me, no?
Now, that's unfortunate, but of course, it has to be said, Fidel.
So you can't make a friend room?
Yes, you can't make a friend room, but you can, of course, still play with friends locally in the same room as you. So that is one thing the game at least has not forgotten, and lost to the mists of time. You can still play with your friends in the same living room, and apparently I'm told that mode is rather jolly good fun. However, if you think you're going to be soaring online and serving up aces against your mates, friends, buddies, chums, or otherwise, you won't be doing it, so just forget it.
Okay, so what we've got here so far, and as we said a couple of times during this video, there has been, online in general, a bit of a sort of, a thing about this, people not being very happy with this, and sort of reviews not going too badly.
Not going too well, I mean.
Yes. And we sort of currently listed here 5,
4 points so far.
Well, beg your pardon, 4 points, lack of courts. Amiibo's just not enough functionality, as it were.
Yes.
They've knocked the old tournament mode on the head.
Why?
I don't know why I've done that. And now, apparently, we found out you can't play with friends.
Online, that's right. But you can, of course, in local multiplayer, which is something good, I suppose.
Local, yes.
And then, of course, we come to point number 1.
Right.
What is the biggest gimmick about this game? Pardon the pun, old chap.
Well, you see,
the biggest gimmick.
One of the very big things of this game, and in fact, it's an important part of it, of course, was no doubt the Mega Mushroom.
The Mega Mushroom, just like that. It makes you into a giant, okay? And then, of course, you have various advantages, such as being able to smash the ball down onto the other side of the court and thereby outwit your foes using the giant power of the Mega Mushroom.
The Mega Mushroom, right. Now, but hang on, just before, did we have this in previous Mario Tennis games?
No, we didn't actually.
So it's a special part of this game then?
Now, it should be said here, we did have power-ups in previous Mario Tennis games, but not the Mega Mushroom.
Yes, it sort of shiny, didn't it?
You could go to Superstar mode and get a mushroom and speed up and things.
But in this one,
time,
Mega
Mushroom. A Mega Mushroom, which turns you into a giant. That's rather handy, of course, because you can smash down the ball at frightening speeds and otherwise outdo your opponent. Now, of course, I mean, if they're giant anyway, why don't they go and just squash the other player and say game, set, and match? But it doesn't happen like that, I suppose. But anyway, there we are. The Mega Mushroom power-up, however, I am told it's not very well put into the game, because, of course, when your character is a hulking, lumbering, huge version of themselves like that, stomping around the court, they tend to get in the way a bit.
Really?
Yes. Of course, you're trying to play tennis, but you have this massive form of your character taking up the whole side of the court almost, and also, of course, because such items and power-ups, they always just end up causing madness and chaos and lunacy.
Yes.
There's only so much crazy chaos you can have in a game before it becomes too much crazy chaos, and all of a sudden the game is spoiled. And I think that's one of the problems of the Mega Mushroom in this game.
Right, okay, so yes, number 1 there. Generally, people have said that this Mega Mushroom just gets in the way, as you say.
Yes.
You've got this great big character.
Yes.
Huge, great big hulking thing that probably takes up goodness knows how much of the screen or side of the court you're playing.
Exactly.
And maybe you just sort of can't work out whether you're left or right or whatever,
of the ball,
or you're hitting the ball, and you're sort of getting in the way and just causes general mayhem.
Mayhem, exactly. Now, also, of course, if both characters get the Mega Mushroom, you're just going to be going big bog, big bog, big bog with the ball like that, and it's going to become a bit boring, really, isn't it, Elka?
Yes, so it's not really then much advantage.
No, not with 2 players having a Mega Mushroom.
Punsy.
No, that's it, yes, of course. So anyway, yes, I think we can stop the puns now, chap. Yeah. So the Mega Mushroom fails, being of course the main hook of the game, the main unique feature of the game, is not really that shiny after all.
Ah, right, no indeed. So therefore, we've got another Mario game here, tennis game.
Yes.
And one of the major features they put in the game, people seem to be saying that it could be getting in the way a bit.
Well, I mean, on the plus side, on the positive side about this game, because there are some positive things about the game, of course, fellows. As I said, it is still good with your friends on local multiplayer mode, not online, but local mode.
Yes.
Also, of course, the Mega Mushroom is quite fun because, you get to turn huge, and there's that cutscene where it shows your character going, rah, and things like that.
Yes.
And also, of course, the graphics of the game are undoubtedly very impressive. It's very, very shiny. It looks very good. It's all the Mario characters we know and love in there. So, I mean, with those points in mind, perhaps people will still buy it anyway, old boy.
Well, yes, indeed. I mean, yes, graphics are important. Yes, I suppose they most certainly are, but then it's a graphics versus gameplay thing that could start another entire video.
That's the age-old debate, isn't it, old chap? Graphics versus gameplay, but I think most people will say gameplay, actually, old boy. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 reasons why Mario Tennis Ultra Smash just did not get it quite right. We have here a limited array of courts, a bit of poor Amiibo functionality, no tournament mode, you can't play online with your friends, and of course, the Mega Mushroom was not all it's sized up, or you sized it up to be.
Well, most certainly. So what do you think about those top 5 reasons?
Yes, indeed. Let us know your thoughts, videos on the top 5 reasons for Mario Tennis not doing so well out there in the reviews and in the eyes of the players. This has been Game Champion Buddy serving up an ace of a commentary, I say. There you are, I did a pun. I served an ace. Look at that, at the last minute.
Yes, that was very good.
It was last minute turnaround,
yes, it was good. Yes,
Game, set and match,
Yes.
Join us again, fellas. Until then.
Oh, yes.